Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I talk about experiences I had with drugs in the past. Now I'm going to do this little disclaimer at the beginning of every video warning you guys to be careful when taking drugs. Get your drugs from a trusted friend and test them if you can. Also be very careful when mixing different drugs together because a lot of drug combinations can be very dangerous, so be careful. Also, if I said something wrong in the video, please correct me in the comments below. Today I'm going to do my drug tier list. It's a list of substances I have tried, so there will be no substances I haven't tried. So these are all the drugs I have tried, or almost all the drugs I've tried. Yeah, so we're going to rate them today, and we're starting at the F tier. And also keep in mind that this is my personal experience with these drugs. Maybe other users have different experiences. I will put I would say nicotine in the F tier. I have smoked cigarettes and I stopped like almost a year ago, because like my throat was hurting, and I don't know. I smoked weed before that, like for 1.5 years, so it was really weird. I hadn't had no problems with like coughing or anything, and then when I started smoking cigarettes, I started coughing, getting really like dark mucus, and yeah, I didn't like that, so I stopped it. And also with nicotine, it's like at first, yes, you get high from nicotine, but then it's not actually getting high. It's just like prolonging feeling normal. So when you stop smoking, you feel really shitty. So like being high on nicotine gets the new normal, and you're always chasing like that high because it only lasts for like 20 minutes. So I think that's really shitty. Also, I'm going to put alcohol into this category because I've drunk a few times, and also a lot of alcohol. And the thing about alcohol is that it's literally a poison. So yeah, you can get nauseous or vomit. And I also do really stupid things on alcohol. So I don't like it. It's also really disappointing for me when I drink a lot of alcohol. I feel like I'm always chasing like more, and I always have to drink more to feel nice. So that's also not nice. So I think that's it for the F tier. I'm going to the E tier, and I'm going to put I think I'm going to put tramadol in there, because tramadol is like a opioid painkiller, and for me it doesn't have any recreational value. It does help for the pain quite a lot, so that's really nice, but the recreational effects are really minimal. So yeah, that's why it's E tier for me. Okay, we're going. Okay, now I don't think I'm going to do this like from F to S, so I'm going to put some of the drugs in right now. So I'm going to say LSD is definitely I would say an A drug, maybe even an S, but I mean LSD can have some bad effects, bad trips. But I've never had a bad trip on LSD, so I'm going to put it in the S tier for me. Then ketamine, I'm going to put in the A tier just because if you do too much ketamine, it can really fuck you up, or you can get really disoriented and hurt yourself. So that's why I put ketamine a little lower. Lean, for me, it's great. I've never had a bad experience on lean, just because it isn't a great combination with benzos and other depressants, and because yeah, it's really bad for you. I would say it's an A tier. Shrooms for me go a little bit lower in the B tier, just because LSD is such a great experience for me, and shroom just doesn't compare to it. So shrooms are very nice, but give me a very inconsistent experience, and LSD gives me a very consistent experience, so that's really nice. So nitric oxide I would put in a D tier. It's really great, especially on something like ecstasy or ketamine or even weed, but it's so short-lived, only a few minutes, so that's why it's I put it in the D tier. We're going to DXM. Now DXM I'm going to put into the B category. Same as shrooms. DXM can have really nice effects. Music is amazing on DXM, and some of the visuals are really crazy. But you can get really nauseous from it, and also the liquid, it tastes really fucking shitty. So yeah, I'm going to put it in a B tier. Weed for me is definitely an S, just because weed is one of the most forgivable drugs ever. You can't overdose on it. It can be mentally addicting, but it's not physically addicting for me. I've smoked weed every day for the past 3 years, and I've had breaks where I went cold turkey for 2 months. I didn't have anything bad from it. Yet, of course, inhaling smoke can cause lung cancer, so it isn't good for you. But at least it's one of the drugs that also combines great with a lot of drugs, so that's also nice. So you can smoke weed, for example, in a come up or a condom. So yeah, I'm going through, and I have MDMA and ecstasy as different drugs here, just because ecstasy pills often have speed or other drugs laced in them, making them a very different experience for me, at least. The ecstasy I get in the Netherlands is very different from the actual Molly or MDMA crystals I get. So MDMA, I'm going to put in, for me, I'm going to put it in a B tier. MDMA, or even C tier, I think. MDMA is really great, but the thing is the calm down for me is really. It's not that I feel depressed, but it's more like that everything is off and you feel uneasy in your own body. Also, yeah, you have to snort it, and it's really, at least I snort it. So it's really painful in the nose. And the pills I'm going to put in D tier, or I'm going to move this up and going to put pills in C tier. The pills for me have a very, very euphoric high, but also they have a very a more shitty calm down, so I'm putting them a little bit below the actual MDMA powder. Then to the last is Xanax, and for me benzos, for me benzos are fucking great. I have had bad experience on benzos, but only when combining them with something like ecstasy or ketamine. So I would put benzos in the A tier for me, just because I really like feeling the feeling of being dumbed down and just ultimate chill. So yeah, this was my drug tier, and I hope you guys like the video. I hope you learned something today, maybe about some of these drugs. And yeah, I hope you stay safe. Comment about what kind of background gameplay I should use in the next video. And thank you guys for watching, and peace.